Hello Stampers, this is Jenny Day. It's good to be back with you again to share with you a new video tutorial on something kind of new and fun and bright. Thought I'd share it with you today. The technique is called the collage effect, the technique, where you take any stamp set. We're going to be using By the Tide and the Hostess set, Express Yourself. And with that, you take the medium, large, I guess, size block here, and you put, like on the stamp set, it has quite a few images. So, as you can see, I put the seahorse, the fish, and the shell, and the little round saying here, and then we've got the writing on the bottom. And I made sure they stuck really well, and so instead of, well, we have 5 stamps, we made 1 large stamp out of that. So we're going to make this card. It's really pretty. It turned out really nice using the coral colors and the Bermuda Bay. It turned out really nice. So we're going to use the By the Tide set to make this beautiful card, and we did some sponging. So if you follow along with me, I'll just show you how I made this quick and beautiful card. Okay, let's set it aside and do a bit of stamping. The card pieces we're going to use, we need a black piece and a crisp cantaloupe piece. We cut it at 4 2/8 by 2 7/8. And then the white piece we're going to stamp on will fit inside it to mat, and that one was 4 by 2 1/2. So you'll see how that layers and comes together. You really get a lot of cards out of one piece of cardstock when you cut them in these sizes. Okay, so let's start with the white piece. So for now, we're going to start with the sponging part of it. And this is always fun because it's so easy. You just stamp. This is what I'm stamping in Pool Party ink using my sponge and using a circular motion. Then I'm going to go to Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to try to do the middle of the white piece of cardstock. And then I'm going to come back with Pool Party ink again, and I'll show you what it comes out at. It's really, you can add darker or lighter if you'd like. So that's the effect that your background you'll have. And we're going to be building, because that's the thing about collage stamping, is that we build and it doesn't look too busy and it looks like you used 1 stamp. Okay, so now that we have this part done, we're going to take the background, this wonderful under the sea, I think that you would just call it the little brush looking stamp, and I'm going to use Pool Party. So let's ink that up with Pool Party, and then I'm going to put it toward the top, and I'm going to ink it up one more time, and we're going to put it toward the bottom in the corner. So let me show you. So we have, now we've built the background like that. Now the fun part begins, where we use a little bit of the markers. Here we're going to use 3 markers: the Bermuda Bay, the Soft Suede, and the Calypso Coral. And for this, I did the brush tips, and I'm just going to quickly color the writing stamp. Okay, that's already done. Now the Bermuda Bay, I decided to color the fish, so we're going to be fast because it'll dry and then it won't be as vibrant. So I'm just going to go really fast. You know, there's no perfect way in stamping, really. Then we're going to do the seahorse in Calypso Coral, and we're also going to do the seashell. Okay, so now we're all done, and we can stamp this all at the same time. So you take your piece of cardstock and you just give it a stamp, press. Okay, and look at that effect. Looks like you stamped with many stamps, but you just made your own in one. And so now that part is done, and we're going to now assemble the rest of the card. And I have a cut in half, 11 1/2 by 8 cardstock in half, and thought I would do the long way. Ran it through the Big Shot with the polka dot folder. And now we're going to assemble our card. So for mounting now, we're going to just glue the piece we just made onto the black. And then we have a piece of the crisp cantaloupes, excuse me, can't talk, and we're going to put it on kitty corner, like, and you can still see underneath it, but right there. And one of my favorite things to use is this baker's twine. I love it. I go through a lot of it. And I'm just going to show you quickly how to get this effect, to just twist it over the top, make it look really nice. Just make a long piece and then crisscross it in front. See if I can do this here. Okay, and crisscross, and then we cut it down at the bottom. And then I'm going to turn it over and give it a quick tie. Okay. And we're going to trim it. And there we go. How fast was that? Then my other favorite thing to do is pop it out with dimensionals. So we're going to do 4. And if you want, put one in the middle. Okay, let's just quickly take these off. I want to show you how this comes together, and this technique is so much fun. Okay, just to mount it right, I always eyeball it with the black piece and make that even with the rest of the card. That's how I do that. And then use these cute little, they're tiny little pearls, and I used 3 of them for the bubbles because it's so dainty and it's just a really pretty easy card. And we are done. That is how you do the collage technique. You can use any stamp set you like. Say if you've got flowers or other sets, experiment with it and play with it. It's so much fun. So for other ideas, tips, and tutorials, you could go to jennydaystamps.stampinup.net for more information. And don't forget, happy stamping!